Before we begin, keep in mind that the gap in rank between each of these four ships is small, and you can do well and potentially win with any of them. That said, there definitely is a higher probability of winning a 99-person race with certain ships, and this list will discuss those odds. Also keep in mind that this list has been created with only the first wave of available tracks in mind. Once the Queen Cup is released, we very well may see a shift in win results amongst the four ships due to the demands of the more difficult tracks. Now, enjoy. In first place, and in a tier of its own, is the Golden Fox. This is the current dominating ship. Because of its top-tier acceleration and energy recovery, it's guaranteed to lead at the start, where it can then boost frequently to maintain its lead while other ships waste time fighting through the crowd. It's easy to say that it has the highest acceleration and just move on, but when you actually look at its acceleration curve compared to the next highest ships, the Blue Falcons, you really see how large the gap is. This ship is great on every course, but it does seem to break even with other ships on the tracks Big Blue and White Land due to their chaotic starts, which makes holding an early lead slightly inconsistent there. On all but these two tracks out of the current 7, the Golden Fox can consistently take and hold a lead when in the hands of a talented pilot. Second place goes to the Stingray. This ship seems to be just as capable as the Golden Fox and even slightly stronger in certain scenarios, as when it grabs a lead over a Fox and then maintains its dominant speed from there on. The reason it sits a tier below the Fox is because of its lowest in-class acceleration, which plants it in the thick of the mosh pit of racers at the start of each race, thus introducing the random elements of collision and energy-sapping damage that can make escaping to the front of the pack difficult without expending all of its precious energy to boost out, or by using the Skyway. And if you do manage to climb into second behind the Fox, you're now at an energy deficit, whereas the Fox is confidently filling its energy to the brim each lap thanks to its top-tier recovery stat. If 99-player races were collision-free, the Stingray would give the Fox a run for its money, as evidenced by the many practice mode lap records it holds. But as this isn't the case, beating the Fox typically requires luck. The third spot goes to the Wild Goose. This is easily the best choice of ship for consistently taking a top 50 placement among an even mix of the other three ships, which is why the masses perform so well with it. It has the highest in-class durability and high grip to keep it from being bullied and crashed, and the second highest top speed, meaning that once it squeezes past the crowd, it holds its position well without much concern. It struggles to take first place wins in the company of talented Golden Foxes and Stingrays, though, due to having neither the highest acceleration or top speed. Still, it's an excellent choice for both novice and experienced players looking to rise up the ranks or just bully Foxes. And finally, in fourth-ish, is the Blue Falcon. This ship is virtually tied in effectiveness with the Wild Goose at this time, but fails to fill any specific niche, making it strictly a personal choice as to which of the two you want to use. It has strong acceleration and energy recovery, making it a fine choice for moving up the pack early, but its middling top speed usually prevents it from staying there, and as an early pack leader, it's entirely outclassed by the Golden Fox. If you want to take an early lead and hold it, just use the Fox. If you want to get through a GP without dying and finish in the top 15 or so, the Goose is just as compelling or more so. The choice between the two bird ships comes down to which one you play better with. Now this is where the ships seem to currently stand, but of course this game's strategies are still developing and more tracks will be introduced that may reveal new strengths and weaknesses. We may very well see aggressive counters to the Golden Fox's early lead, such as chasing it down and robbing it of energy on lap 1, which the Wild Goose and Falcon are strong candidates for. If enough players become proficient with the Golden Fox, races may devolve into a messy squabble of foxes at the front of the pack, where they end up sabotaging each other significantly enough to leave room for another ship, like a super boosting Fire Stingray, to take the lead. It'll definitely be interesting to see how things develop. I personally see two things happening. 1, an increase in Golden Fox users, and 2, an increase in Blue Falcon and Wild Goose players who are willing to risk it all to KO a Golden Fox on lap 1 before it can escape, as this will be their only chance of winning, not to mention quite a bit of devious fun. If you have your own opinions, leave them down below and I'll be sure to read them. Thanks for watching.